I am the Dadcrafter, and this is a live stream on the internet, and this is a brand new challenge that I'm bringing to you, which I call the Dadcrafter versus the Kidcrafters. And you'll see I have with me here today Kidcrafters number 1 and 2. That's Kidcrafter number 2. There's Kidcrafter number 1. And they are going to be joining me today to have a little bit of fun. And that fun we're going to have is we're going to do a little build challenge today. We're going to do Kidcrafter 1 versus Kidcrafter 2 versus the Dadcrafter. And we'll see who can build the best of a couple of different things. First up is going to be a house. We're going to go ahead and just build a house. You know, there's no real rules here. This is creative Minecraft, so we've got everything at our disposal. And what we're going to try to do is build the coolest house, and we'll let chat decide whose house is the winner. We're going to put 30 minutes on the clock. I couldn't quite figure out how to put a 30-minute timer on the stream, so we'll just start a timer here externally, and that's what we'll utilize to keep track of it. But you know what? We're going to put 30 minutes on the clock, and we're each going to go to our own separate space. So I'm going to head out. I will see you guys in about 30 minutes, right? Okay, cool. We're going to head over to our own spaces. Sammy the Fox, welcome to the chat. We're doing a little new challenge here today. Kidcrafters versus the Dadcrafter in a build challenge. Give me 1 second here. I got to fix my screen. Boom. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 30 minutes on the clock. I'm going to set my timer. The Kidcrafters are setting theirs. Get 30 minutes on the timer here, so you guys will hear the timer when it goes off. And we're going to do a build challenge, building a house here today. The Kidcrafters on the other side of this wall. They're going to be working on their challenge. I'm going to work on mine on this side. I've got everything at my disposal. It is creative Minecraft. There's no rules. Just building a house. All right, Kidcrafters, we are ready. 30 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go. All right, so now we're building, and I can tell you I am already at a severe disadvantage because my kids are way better at creative Minecraft than I am. I typically play in survival, so I don't really know the controls here on creative too well. So I'm going to need a minute just to like orient myself. And they're probably already halfway through their builds. Let's see here. We need some cool looking logs, I think, maybe. Like what color scheme do we want to go with? I should have really thought this one through. I didn't really give myself a lot of like thinking time on this one. So we'll go with some of that, some of that. Just going to kind of like get a couple different things here to give ourselves a feel of what we're building with. I'd like something a little darker too. Yeah, there we go. We'll use that. Okay, those are kind of going to be, I think, our different color types. So we'll start with those things. And I'm going to go ahead. So I've got anywhere on this side of the wall really to work with. I don't have to limit myself on space. I think what I want to do is we're going to build almost like a bit of a mansion. All right, so we'll go up with this here. I don't know. We got to go pretty tall. Go that tall. And then we're going to go this way. I hope everybody's been doing well. I know it's been a while since I've gotten on and streamed. It's just been a little bit busy in the life of the Dadcrafter, so I haven't had a chance to get on here in a while, but had a little time today and, you know, a little time to spend with the kiddos, and they have been dying to do this and give it a try of being part of the fun that we have here on the Dadcrafter. So I know they're excited to take part today, and I'm excited to have them take part. So we'll see how this goes. You can see a little bit of a village over there in the distance. So this is a flat world that Kidcrafter 1 modified up for me, so that we could have this, you know, arena for our challenges. And, you know, this is just going to be where we do some different builds and things. I think I want to go a little bigger than that. The clock is going to be my enemy here because we're already ticking down as we go. But we're going to say that's probably good. And then we'll go this way. Just got to line it up. And then we'll probably start filling it in. I want to make sure that it at least functions somewhat as a house. Oh, I got to remember that I'm creative mode here. Here I am running around. I'm about ready to bust out scaffolding, and I didn't realize I had no need. I can fly. My kids are laughing downstairs because they can hear me in the distance, and they can hear that I'm just barely getting by with my capabilities here to build and creative. All right, let's see. So we got the general outline of it. All right. Boom. Okay. So that's our general outline. I think the first thing that we want to do is kind of give ourselves, like, this is going to be our front. So we want to kind of map out, like, what's our door situation going to look like which door is going to go best with this. Do we want to stick with the same wood, or do we want to go with something a little bit different? Do we want to lighten it up, darken it up? I think maybe we go with this. Let's see. How many blocks do we have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 29. Is that going to be a problem? Should I have gone one more? No. That's half of 29. Okay, I'm trying to think of where to like put doors and things to give this thing some symmetry. I feel like that's gonna make it goofy. The fact that it's got 29 and not 30. Oh man, Sammy, I feel like all my builds end up being uneven because of that reason. I'm just so bad at building things equal. So let's see if we go like every other one here. Just give us like an idea. Can't do this whole I'm flying thing. Alright, so we got that. So then I would say maybe for the looks we do like doors like that. Oop, how did that go like that? Like that. Yeah, I like that. And I think we're going to go actually. Can we do this? How would we do this? I need to like shift click. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably do some sort of a scaffolding for that type of build. But I'm realizing I want another color in here that I don't have. Because this green is going to get offset really well by this one. Alright, so we're actually going to get rid of that. And we're going to put that there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think we'll do like a mix actually. So we'll do this one here. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Oops. That one there. And we'll do that one there. Like that one there. And actually, if we do one that's more like, is there a brick that's this color? Because that would be cool. Well, we could do some this. That would be alright. I wonder if we even like mix a line of this in. I would like a brick. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, cool. So I think we're going to do a little bit more of a mix. Like we're going to do, let's see. If we did like that. That's right, Capitan. We're here Sunday afternoon with a special Dadcrafter. Got the kiddos, the Kidcrafters are joining me here today. They are just on the other side of that wall, building houses of their own. We're doing a little contest here to see who can build the best house. As you can see, I'm struggling mightily to try to make this thing look something other than ordinary. But that's all right. We'll figure it out here. We've got 23 minutes on our clock. So we've got a little bit of time. I just got to kind of like, you know, settle on a design here, and we'll be in business. What I would really like to do is to put a second door on top of this door. It doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Why can I not do that? Let's see. I guess I got to put a brick on it first. So let's do like that. And let's do a door. Not there. I think I'm trying to get too fancy. That's probably the problem here. But I think this is going to work. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Let's keep going with that. Let's go with like that maybe. Give it a cool look. And maybe we go with, how do you do this? There we go. Oops. We do a spruce. Let's see. Can we do the warped trapdoor like you do with spruce? I think you probably could. Let's see. If we did like that, and then what would you do? Like stand it up like that? Probably have to do it from this side. I can certainly place them all the wrong ways. Let's see, how's that look? That's cool. I like that. We can mix a little bit of that in. I feel like this is going to be a challenge, though. It's like, got to do it. Flying, if you crouch and jump, you stay in one spot. All right, let's try that, because that would really be nice to know. Oh, beautiful. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Sammy, because that was starting to already drive me nuts. I told you guys, I don't play a lot of creative, so that was like a huge disadvantage for me right off the start. Untitled, so I've got Kidcrafter 1 and Kidcrafter 2 on the other side of that wall, and we are each going to take 30 minutes here to build a house to see which one you all think is the best. Right now, we're about, I don't know, I think we're coming close to the 10-minute mark of into the challenge here, and I think that I'm behind the 8-ball if I had to guess. I'm guessing the Kidcrafters are both ahead of me in terms of where they're at with their houses, but we'll see. We're coming along here. We're making some progress. And this is a no holds barred. We're in creative. It's whatever you want to do to build your house. Boom. All right, that's looking good. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So let's see here. Maybe we take this now and we do a row of this. And then we do another row of doors, but like this. Ooh, see, this is where your numbers start to hurt you. So I'd like to have it be one wider than it is. Let's see. So we're going to do this. Wrong way. Do one of those. And then I think we'll do like, oops, a row of this. Like that. And we'll put, how does that look? It's like a overall. That's kind of cool. Can't spend too much more time on it because we got to build the whole house here. But we're going to go ahead and just take these pillars all the way up. Like this is about the least efficient method of building I can imagine, but it's getting it done. Let's see, we'll do this one. Whew. Sometimes flying is actually harder, I think, than actually doing it in like a survival. I'm just so used to building that way. This like whole like I can fly thing, Peter Pan style, is a little tough actually. I'm not sure if it's going to take me some time to get used to it. Yeah, Untitled. I thought this would be a fun way to spend a Sunday afternoon with the kids, was get them involved in the action. I think you guys will be excited because I hope I'm not overselling them, but I believe their builds are going to be better than mine. So I think you're witnessing the building of the worst of the three that you're going to see. That's just my hunch. But we're going to make sure, at least from the front, that this thing looks good. That might be the ultimate secret, is that from the back and the sides, it doesn't look anything like it does from the front. Yeah, Sammy, I think that's why we're going to go with that trick I just said, is we're going to make sure that when you first walk out here and you see this thing, it's going to be like, bam, $1,000,000. And then and then from there you might decide that, I think I had the wool pulled over my eyes a little bit here. We got those all fixed. Just going to try to get some symmetry here. And then we'll put a roof on next, I think, because that's the other thing. Like when you see this from the front, it's going to look finished or not finished by the roof. All right. Boom. Okay, so then we'll do the same thing we did with this. All right. So I think like this is going to give it kind of that like old style look to go with the, I don't know, not Gothic entryway, I think is what I would call that, with the different colors in there. And it's going to give me a lot of room for future build out in here. Like this is very much a mansion. It's not like some little shack. So, because the idea here is we're going to use this area for some other builds. But yeah, look at that. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. All right. So now we're going to go ahead here. We're going to start working on the roof, which I think, what do you think? You think maybe a little bit of this would accent? Not like that though. Like that. You think that's the color to go with here? I'm thinking this is going to work. For now, at least, we're going to go with it because it's what we started with. So let's go ahead now and see just how quickly we can do this using our creative capabilities here. We've got to try to speed this along. So far we are not. Yeah, that's a good point, Capitan. It does. I like the way this color offsets the other one. Alright, so let's see. So we need to figure out here our side wall, which I think we want to do with a combination of, no, we're going to do some of this. We're going to do some of this. I think that's the two. That's the vibe that I want for this edge here. Oh, you know what? And I think there's one other thing, and I dropped it. I want some white in there too. So, ooh, pale oak. Oh, perfect. I didn't know that was even an option. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. So growing up, I was a big fan of a certain football team, and these colors will absolutely give away the team if you're familiar with NFL colors at all. Let's see. Guess I want to be like that. I like the way these look together for sure. So we'll go with that. And then let's see, just got to kind of figure out where our midpoint is on this. So we'll do the same. We've got, looks like one. Do we want to leave like the first row on there? I think so. We'll do first row is this, and then we got boom, 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 boom. So then what do we got left? I'm trying to figure out how do I like make this all kind of come together. So we do that. No, not that. So it would be that, that, and then that, and then perfect. Yeah, because then we can end in the middle on that. All right, beautiful. So that's good. So our color scheme works. The Italian pastrami's. I like it. That's you nailed it as usual, Copy Town. Right on schedule with the correct answer. The everyone's favorite Italian pastrami's. That one's funny. So I think, is that one our center point? I can't remember now. Start trying to do this a little more logically. I feel like that one had to be our center point, right? That one. So then go there, there, there. That's looking right. If nothing else, this is going to be a unique build. I mean, I've certainly seen weirder, but I've seen plenty less weird as well. All right. So then that's what we need to recreate over on this side. I'm just going to do the same thing. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. And just got to kind of remember where that middle was. I think that's it right there. Yeah, where then we kind of have to alter and go this way. That will keep the consistency. All right, just like that. And just add that in, and I just got to build out the rest of that all the way. I'm going to do a quick time check here in a second because I think we're burning through clock. We have 9 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. So yeah, we are definitely starting to get on a slow trajectory here to running out of time. We did not want to do that. Let's see. We can do that. We can do that. Oops, wrong one. Do that. We can get this one here. Get that one there. That one there. Building these up so that they match the right heights. Oh no, gotta fly. Don't stop flying, Dadcrafter. All right, let's keep going here. Almost there. Again, I may pause here after I get the first half because that's what's gonna matter most, is that the front of this looks done. All right, so get yourselves ready here because, chat, we're going to need you shortly. Pretty soon here we're going to need some judging. Got probably about 7-8 minutes at this point. See, that's what I'm trying not to do. I almost feel like this part I'd be better off standing. More familiar with the controls. But I think we're going to barely manage to get a roof on this thing before time is called. That's all right, though. I mean, challenge is the challenge. A timer is a timer. We went big, and Capitan, you might be right. If they went small, the detail level is definitely going to be bigger. The seedy place achievement. Yeah, it's kind of a giveaway into what they're building. I'm not sure. Makes me feel like I'm definitely under decorated if they've got a farm going in one of theirs. Oh boy. Why did I build this thing so big? Somebody want to remind me? I thought that I was going to be impressive because it would be so huge. Instead, I think it's going to be impressively half finished. For the love of the game. That's right. We're in this to win this. Just got to make sure that it looks good. Remember, it's all about that when you first walk out, that look. Like, what's it going to be? Is it going to impress you when you see it at first glance, or is it going to be just like, meh, what's that? All right. Gosh, this thing is so big. Is there anything else, like, I don't need to go higher on the roof, because from the ground, I think this is about as high as you'll be able to see anyway. What else would make this look done from the outside? Like, probably needs a couple of windows in the front somewhere, because those, like, big towers of stone are pretty much just towers of stone at this point. Colgate toothpaste. You know what? It does kind of have a Colgate toothpaste vibe. That's a good point. You know, another life message from the Dadcrafter. Always brush your teeth at least twice a day. Fight plaque and cavities. You'll be a happier kid, person, whoever you are. That's awesome. All right, the Colgate toothpaste building is almost complete here, at least from the outside. All right, I think that gives us our goal, which is like, again, when you first walk out this door, because this is where they're going to walk out from, that looks pretty complete. What can we do to this to make this look more complete? I think we need some, like, lights, maybe. Where would we get a... Gosh, where would we get a lantern? Is there a search on this? There we go, lanterns. Beautiful. All right, we want that one. We want that one. We want that one. Oh, we're going to get all the lanterns here, all the different color lanterns. Let's get some chains. Get some chains. What's that guy? Looks cool. That guy looks cool. All right. Stained glass windows would be tight. You're right. Oh, shoot. I need something to hang these on. I need a... Can I hang it on that? Do I need, like, a fence? I've got 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So I need some fences. Where's the one I'm looking for? There we go. All right, we'll do that in place of that. Looks the same. All right. So let's see. Stained glass windows, a back wall behind the trapdoors. Could be logs right behind them. Oh, I see. Yeah. The way you can just see the sky behind them. Oh, good call. Good call. Let's see. I want to do here and here with... See this guy on it? Oh no, that's a trapdoor. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. And here we'll do that with that on it. Sure. No, I think we'll do it like that. Alright, let's see. Here, I think we want to do one like that with that guy. Oh, that was a chain. I didn't realize I had a chain. That's right. All right, cool. So we'll do like that. Now maybe this one we don't want the chain. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to break that. Darn it. What was there? There was a door there. All right. Gotta try not to break stuff. Cover me in debris. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think their build is going to top mine if they're getting cover me in debris. One too many. There we go. Okay, let's see. Holding 2 lanterns. Looks like a little guy, yeah. All right, I think that's good. We're down to 2.5 minutes. What more can we do in 2.5 minutes? We said stained glass. Where would that be? Where would the glass be? Oh, copper. Here we go. Let's go with like maybe this and this and maybe some of this. Maybe some of, oh, we got more of this too. What's this one up here? Yeah, we grab that and grab that. All right, let's see how quickly we can incorporate some of this. Yeah, I like that. The copper grates, I like they look good. Got to be a little more random maybe. A little more sporadic with it. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, let's get the same thing going over on this side. Shoot. I didn't mean to break that one. That'll work. No one will ever know. All right, we're almost there. Clock's gonna bang at any moment now. Just gotta finish this out as best we can. Try not to mess any more of these spots up, really. Biggest thing we can do. Where's my black stone? There it is. Oh, and there's my timer. All right. Time is up. Whew. All right. Enderman. Enderman, I love you. Your comments have been hilarious. I've been cracking up. Welcome to the stream. Your kidneys are not coming back. That's about the only thing I can tell you. What happens in the chest cavity mod challenge stays in the chest cavity mod challenge. And this here today, this is the Dadcrafter versus the Kidcrafter challenge. But welcome. You are welcome. So this is what I've built. In my 30 minutes, this is the home that I've built for myself here on my side of the wall. We'll take a quick look around the sides. Chat, go ahead. Get your judging pens ready. It's in need of some work from behind, absolutely. But looking at it, holistically, knowing I only had 30 minutes to work on it, maybe come up with a standard here. Is this like a 10 out of 10? Is this a 5 out of 10? Maybe this is a little bit better than expected or worse than expected. You guys will be the judge. But on the right side and the left side, one or the other will get us to the Kidcrafters here. So let's go ahead and let's go down onto the ground here. Oh, well, that's terrifying. Where's a Kidcrafter right there? You want to go ahead and lead us to your build, Kidcrafter? All right, we're following Kidcrafter 2 over to their build. All right, so this is Kidcrafter 2. All right, well, I'm seeing why we got the seedy place. Oh, my gosh. Well, Kidcrafter 2, Capitan, I think you predicted that they might be going with something a little smaller, a little more rustic and, reasonable to build in a half hour. And Kidcrafter 2, you absolutely nailed it. Gosh, that is awesome. You really put together a cool cherry blossom vibe spot here. So your house, your tree, everything is cherry blossom, I can see. We've got the pigs, we've got the armadillo, so going with the pink vibe here. We even got a pink wolf, awesome. And you even decorated on the inside. So you've got, a little table, some candles. Holy cow. Kidcrafter 2, we've got a netherite armor stand. We got a bed with a nightstand with some water. Oh, we even got a nightlight. Yeah, look at that. Showing off the nightlight. Love it. Got the TV over here, I see. Is that what that is on the wall there? Yep, yep. I can pick that out. Yeah. Nicely done. And then what's this little balcony? Oh my gosh, with another dog in the pink armor. Yeah. Kidcrafter 2, chat. Let's hear it for Kidcrafter 2. What do we think here? Is this one an 11 out of 10? 5 out of 10? I mean, I'm immediately feeling like my work is not going to stand up to this in any way, shape, or form. We've got, don't forget the trees over here and the shrubbery on the outside and the garden. Yep, that was the seedy place. We saw that. And there we go, the garden. Oh my gosh. Well, Kidcrafter 2, I got to say, you got some pigs roaming on the outside here too. Enderman gives you an 11 out of 10. Capitan said very cozy. Oh, and I just noticed the icing on the cake is going to be the dog sitting up here at the peak of the roof. And how about the dog over here on top of the cherry blossom? So nice little touches and effects here for the Kidcrafter number 2. We've got a 10 out of 10. We've got an 8 out of 10. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Enderman, let's see. Kidcrafter 2 would love it if you could guess what you think their skin is supposed to be. So if you want to take a look there at Kidcrafter number 2 and decide what you think their skin is meant to be, that would be awesome if you could pick it out. They spent some good time putting that skin together. It's one of their favorite characters from a FNA. Yes, FNAF is absolutely correct, Enderman. That is Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Great job, great job. Yep, you've made the Kidcrafter very excited picking that one out. All right, well, Kidcrafter number 2, great job. We've got 11s out of 10. We've got 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So far we've got a 31 out of 30 for Kidcrafter number 2. Kidcrafter number 1, what do you got for us? Oh, there's a cool vibe. All right, I'm liking it so far. Let's get a faraway look here first. It's subtle. It's very short. I didn't expect a 3-block tall house, but that's cool. I like it. It's very clean look on this one. Plus, we got this nice pathway here. All right, very cool, very cool. All right, show me around the inside here, Kidcrafter. What's going on? What do you got for me here? We got a switch here. Does that switch do anything? I walk inside. Oh, it's a door. Okay, I see. So show me this from the outside again. So I'm on the outside here, and we've got the door is currently open. Go ahead and close it for me. Nice. Okay. So we've got a door that absolutely vanishes into the wall there when triggered. So I love it. Okay, awesome. Well, you literally had time to do redstone, and I barely had time to put a roof on. So the Kidcrafter number 1 showing off his redstone building skills there. And then over here we got an enchanting room with a full library around it. Capitan, I'm literally up here sweating. I'm embarrassed. I don't want to show the kids what I built at this point. We got some cool eggs up here on the shelf. Yeah, just a cool shelf in general. Another nightstand bed set up over here. We've got a cooking room, it looks like. Enderman's already weighing in with 8 out of 10 before even seeing the full build. Love it. Love it. All right, we got a chest room here. Another cool use of lanterns. Now, it looked like there was an upstairs, though. Is there an upstairs to this, too? So you got to come around the side here. Okay, cool. Cool. And now you're upstairs. Oh, and you're up on the roof. Okay, nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Kidcrafter number 1, I think, spent a chunk of time on that redstone for the door, which turned out great. I think that's awesome. Capitan is going to give it a 9 out of 10 due to the lack of pink. All right, Kidcrafter 2 gets some bonus points there for the pink. But that works. So far we've got 2 votes in. We've got an 8 out of 10 and a 9 out of 10 here for Kidcrafter number 1. Sammy, we need your vote when you get a chance here to keep it even. But so far, Kidcrafter number 2 is coming away with it. But that's okay. We haven't judged the Dadcrafter yet. So let's go. Sammy's in with an 8 out of 10. So we've got 8, 16. we've got a 25 out of 30 for Kidcrafter number 1. And here we go. We've got the Dadcrafter build, which is the massive Dadcrafter mansion featuring a combination of colors and schemes. And you walk in and it's unfinished on the inside because we spent all our time literally framing out and building the front of the Dadcrafter mansion. So, chat, what do you got for the Dadcrafter on the mansion after seeing what the Kidcrafters built? We have... I think that's the bow of shame coming from Kidcrafter number 1 right there. Hey, I mean, the view is definitely open view here. Did you guys see my colorful sidewalls up here? Open view out of 10. I think that's a 0. Is that a 0 out of 10? Definitely an open concept. You know what? I'm going to need more than 30 more minutes to finish this, but at some point we'll get this one done. But I think we got a clear winner here. Kidcrafter number 2 gets a win, a big W on the house contest. It's going to Kidcrafter number 2. That is Foxy. So we've got a big win here, and now we can move on to challenge number 2 for the day, which the kids had already pre-selected, which is going to be to build a mob statue, a mob representation. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a house we established because we've already built a house. But to do some sort of a mob build out is going to be our challenge number 2 here. So I'm going to put 30 minutes on the clock once again. And I'm going to tell Kidcrafter number 2, go home. Go home, Kidcrafter number 2. It's called OBS, like old broadcast system. I don't mind you asking at all, Enderman. But it's I'm pretty sure it was a free downloaded software. It's pretty widely used for streaming. But yeah, that's what I use to stream these to YouTube is OBS. All right, we've got our Kidcrafters in their designated spaces now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 30 minutes on the clock and we're going to build a mob. All right, let's go. All right, chat, I need your help here. What mob should we build? Because I am at a loss, and not going to lie, one of my absolute weak points is building mobs without a tutorial. So I'm struggling already. You can right-click Minecraft and go to transform. And so you weren't asking because you were curious. You were asking because the black lines were driving you nuts. I see. The Minecraft capture. Let's see. And then click stretch to screen so it removes the black line. I think I did this at one point, and I didn't like the way that it looked. Let's see. No, I just actually don't have that option. I can change the scaling. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to work on that when I'm not on the clock for a build here, Enderman, because I don't see that quickly as an option. A copper golem statue would be fitting for this, but Capitan, I like your first recommendation there because that's probably the only thing that I'm going to have enough time for. Maybe the second one, but let's start with the first because that just seems hilarious. I'm going to pull up a picture here so I have something to go off of. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be harder than I thought, actually. Let's drag that to a different screen here a second. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's something with the resolution, Enderman, with the way that the resolution on my game and my streaming software, they don't agree. And when I've tried changing it, it's yelled at me. That's kind of where I got to there. You know, Capitan, that was actually my other thought. Let me see if that might be, if that's going to be easier or harder. Let me just pull up a picture of that. That actually might be easier. The other one that I was looking at, like, it's just got a lot of detail to it. That guy is a fairly simplistic. Little bit of color variation that I probably could do or not do. Yeah, I'd say Enderman just after we're done with the timed challenge even would be good. I think we can figure it out. Let's see. We need some like things that are just slightly different in color here, but that are still this general scheme of color. I think those are the same. Alright, that should give us enough difference. Colors. I don't widely use it though, so I need to get myself set up on there again. I've used it in the past a little bit, but not a whole lot, if I'm being honest. So we'll do like, that's going to be one leg, and then we'll do, should we do it over here? Let's have them facing the wall. I think we'll do it over here. We'll go like that. Alright, then we're going to go up a few. We're going to go like, got to do a little bit of this like variation. Oop. Like that. And then we'll go like that, and like that, and like that. Yeah, I'll get the purple. I don't know if I can quite find the right color to make it burrow into your soul, but you know, we'll do what we can. So there's one leg. All right, let's try to see if we can't more or less recreate the same scheme that we did there. I feel like it always helps if it's got a little bit of symmetry to it. You, and then I think like you, and then you. That looks right, yeah. And I think I gotta just do like you, 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 you. Enderman, not only is that hilarious, but I think it's a great miscalculation of my skill to do things other than play Minecraft with a computer. That sounds fun, but that's beyond me. I think you're looking for Kidcrafter #1 when you're looking at that type of a build plan. Yeah, in fact we are. I think your comments have been fantastic of late, and I literally had me laughing this morning over my coffee as I was reading them. So yeah, I think you've earned yourself a inaugural statue in this world. I think that looks better. He was looking a little short. You know what? I think we will. We'll put your kidney in this guy. That's where his kidney's going to be. From now on, your kidney belongs to this gentleman, is what we'll consider that. All right, so we got to kind of like build out his hip here a little bit. So he kind of comes out this way and then comes around like this, I think. It looks like, yeah. And then we'll come like that. We'll hit it with a different shade there for a second. We'll come around like that. We'll give him one of those. Come around like this. I think I wanted to go 2 out. There, 1, 2, yeah. You know, I've kept it on ice, Sammy. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's the way it works with organs. You just keep them on ice, and they're good forever. You guys tell that like I am so not good at playing on creative. Like I feel like I'm like swimming for the first time as I'm trying to manage this whole like I can fly thing. It's really strange for me. Like I hope it doesn't show through just how unnervingly odd this is for me. We're gonna do like a little bit of a build up here just to kind of mix in some color, and then we can, I think, just kind of go nuts with building it out. So we'll go like that. We'll go like that. We'll go like that. They're all one, and for some reason I control them. Bring it on, Enderman. We'll listen to the lore. I mean, it's always fun to hear something. Let's see. It looks like he's just kind of got like a mixture of like other colors, and it's mostly black in the picture that I'm looking at. So I'm using this gray because it stands out a little better. I don't think black would really show well enough, but we might go through and change some blocks out here as well. I can barely see on my screen. These black blocks are making it super hard to see. All right, Enderman's going to bring us a story, everybody. It's perfect time to do it, though, while we're building an Enderman statue. Let's see. So I got to get this is not super tall. Like, comparative to his legs, his torso should not be super tall. So let's keep that in mind. Time check here. We got 20 minutes, so we're 10 minutes in, and we're this far along. I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, so I think this might be as tall as we go with the torso. What do you think? You think that looks torso-y? And then I think he needs, I think maybe needs like 1 or 2 more blocks, and I just dropped my block. Oh, shoot. How do I get that block back? Gosh, my most used block, and I just threw it on the ground. It was this one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I think that's gonna be our max height. And if we make that our max height, then we can kind of come around the side here and just build up. We'll add in some like texture later if we have time, but for right now I just want structure. So I can build the arm. All right. I'm afraid of just how much I'm gonna have to read here when Enderman gets himself caught up. All right. Oh boy. Well, here's part 1. This is where I need somebody to almost read for me. All right. We'll get this done. Hang on. Let me just get myself in a position here. So we've got. So it all started one day. RSO Craft me was wondering through the end when he still had his kidneys, searching for elytras, when all of a sudden he fell in the void, but he didn't die. He ate a chorus. Hold on, it's Mac's words, part 2 coming soon. Okay. All right, we're just going to speed build this guy back. Boom. Boom. Because I want to just get the shape of him built so that we can get a head and arms put on him. I wonder which mobs the kids picked. I got some guesses, I mean, you kind of got some indications, I think, from their houses, like what they might be into. Like I could see Kidcrafter 2 going with either a fox, a foxy, a fox, or a maybe a pig. I could see Kidcrafter 1 possibly going with a dog. Maybe would be an option, but I'm curious. They both tend to surprise me, so we'll see what they come up with. All right, so right now the head basically comes out of here, but I think I go with like a different black here for that one. And then I'm going to go forward, maybe like 2 blocks only. Yeah. And I want these now to be like, I think, is that the same thing I'm using here? That's black concrete, black concrete. All right. I think I want like shulker or something maybe instead. Because I want it to look a little different here, because this is like the mouth. It shows it in the picture I'm looking at. It like goes all the way across, and then actually goes, oops, up one, like that. So then we can go with our this stuff there. We can go with this here to connect us. And then we'll run over here. We'll throw one more of those there. And then kind of in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one there. That one there. Right before he died, he was then teleported to a place that looked like the end, but it wasn't quite right. All the textures were distorted. He had something virus-looking spreading from. Yeah, Enderman. I'm trying to keep up, but that sounds like a little crazy story here coming. All right, so we're gonna keep building up with this, and I think now, yeah, we want to come like this, but we want right above here. I think we want 2 of these. It looks like, and then same thing on this side. All right, and then now we need some purples. So let's see. Let's grab purple wool. What other purple is there? Blue terracotta's kind of purplish. Ooh, here's purple concrete. Okay, I think those are purple concrete powder. I think those are what we want here. So we want kind of like the lighter one. No, actually I think we want something a little pinker almost. It's not quite that pink though. Magenta terracotta? Yeah, I think maybe that's what we want. Like this, and then like this, and then like this. Oh no, hang on. I think I went too far over with that. Or I went too far over with that, because that should be there. Alright, and that like that. On the edge, yeah. There's now someone who goes by V approached him and told him, "We are you, you are we." And then he suddenly woke up. The virus was still spreading, reaching his throat. But the most weird thing was that he... This is good stuff so far. I think the wool? I think the wool is more Enderman-y. There we go. Alright, and then same thing here. We need to move that there. And like that. And then now we can basically fill in this stuff. Something tells me this Enderman is going to look a little unusual. That's all right. I think he's gonna look. I mean, he's gonna look like an Enderman, and I think this is gonna be a more successful build than my last one. But I do think he's gonna look a little out of the ordinary. All right, so that's. We just need to kind of put in some random blocks. Was not in his world anymore. He was in a world with other players, Snake, Ghost Hunter, and some other players. He started exploring and becoming so rich that he could buy anything, but while that was 11 minutes. All right, so we got to get arms. That's what we're missing here is the arms. Ooh, how are we going to do the arms? Ooh, this is going to be tough. All right, so we got to come kind of back here out of the shoulder. Looks like 2 wide is probably good. And then we kind of got to go out like that, and then start making our way diagonally out away from the body. Gosh, this black makes it so hard to work with. I like can't even see what I'm doing. There's a torch. I can't do this anymore. I need some torches. How do I find a torch? You know what? Where was those other things? Where the heck were they? Oh, there we go. Just need a torch at this point. Oh no, that doesn't change anything. Oh gosh, I was figured that would change the light level or something. All right, so what the heck? So kind of like this. You get what I'm doing here? Like going outward and downward. Let's see, how's that look? It looks like an Enderman. I don't even know where the best place to spend time is at this point. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is why I usually build mobs with a tutorial. Oh my gosh, this is something else. All right, he needs a second arm. I'm dying over here. Oh, I gotta finish this part of his body too. All right, Enderman, I will read the whole thing together as one story in just a couple of minutes here. I just want to finish this build before my timer runs up, and then I will read the full Enderman lore. But right now, this gentleman only has 1 arm, and he needs 2. Yeah, Capitan, I don't even want to know what this Enderman's childhood was like, but I have a feeling it was not an easy one. This is like Makes me think of like the Rudolph story. Like I may as well give him a red nose because he's never going to get asked to play in any of the Enderman games. Let's do a quick time check. Sitting at just under 7 minutes. Just under 7 minutes. Whew, all right. What can we do to improve this Enderman in just under 7 minutes? Do you think we add some more detail? Oh, you know what? I think we got to finish his head, actually, now that I look at it. I don't think his head ever got finished. Let's take a look over here. Oh, yeah. Well, that arm kind of needs a little more work still. All right. So let's see. We got to go like that. I think that's good. All right, so his arm is done. Yeah, that he's like making a fist or something with that. Let's just don't don't make fun of his hand, guys. That's his good hand. Just let him be. All right, we don't make fun of people's hands around here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just finish off this dude's head before time expires. Because he currently is looking good. He's just short part of his head. Oh yeah, that would be great if I could make it actually like holding a block. Yeah, that would be tough. That would be tough to pull off at this point. I think that would require completely rebuilding the arms. Ooh, I'm getting the request from the Kidcrafters for more time. All right, we will give more time on this one. They're asking for extra time. Must mean their builds are pretty sweet if they're asking for more time. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add we'll add another 5 minutes. Is that I think we'll add another 5. So we had 5. We're gonna make it 10 here. I'm gonna reset the timer for 10 minutes. So we got a brand new 10-minute timer now. So we had 5. We're going to add 5 more. That way, whatever the Kidcrafters were working on, they have a little extra time to get it done. It gives us a little time to think about, do we want to do something with the hands? Yeah, the rules are different for the kids and the dads. You know how that is, Capitan. They need more time. We give more time. I don't even ask for it. I agreed to a challenge. I go with it. Go with what you agreed with. But we'll give them a little extra time. Only because I believe it's going to be worth it. Like I think we're going to see something that we're going to say, wow, that was worth giving them 5 minutes to finish up. In the meantime, part of me wants to leave my guys' arms just the way they are. Part of me wants to figure out a way to rip them off and start over. So we'll have to think that through. Right now, we just got to finish this guy so that he's actually got a complete head. Because after that last build, feeling a little embarrassed that I bit off so much more than I could chew and that it didn't get finished. So this one, I want to at least, if nothing else, especially with the extra 5 minutes, I want to make sure that we finish this build. It is so hard to see with these black blocks. All right, so I think we can say, oh, you know what? There was one thing I noticed was like underneath here. You got to fill this in. Yeah, that needed to get filled in. All right, so he's an Enderman. I mean, there's no question on that. Like we accomplished our goal this time around. He's got one very mangled hand. He was in an accident. It's it's not his fault. His other hand is, well, it's not mangled, but it's not I wouldn't exactly call it. Oh no, our server will be restarted in a few seconds. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? All right, well, hang on here, guys. I will get our server back up and running here any second now. I'm going to have to pause the screen here for a moment. All right, guys, we're just gonna have to wait a second here. We got the server reloading. Hopefully, it didn't lose my progress, because I'll be really disappointed. All right, Kidcrafter 1 is reporting a 1 to 5 minute delay is what we're looking at here. Join now? Oh, well now they're saying that we're back in action now. Says, please wait before reconnecting. Okay. Let's try waiting before reconnecting. All right, it's letting me in now. It's letting me back in now. All right, we're back, and our guy is still there. So that's the important part. We did not lose our friend the Enderman. He is still here. He is still here in all of his glory. What can we do here? I mean, we got 6 minutes left on the clock here. So we were actually good. That original 30 minutes, we were right on, because we're basically done at the 30-minute mark. So I think we could call it. We could try to I don't know. We could try to fix whatever's going on over here, but part of me just says it looks like a hand, and we go with it. We could try to make this one look a little more hand-like. I think we made this arm a little narrow, so this one was kind of like a skinny arm, so we could do that. We could fix it so it's not so skinny. It's just so hard to see. Can't tell what I'm doing. I think maybe if I do it like this, I can at least see a little bit. All right. I feel like his name is Mark. He enjoys tennis and attacking the occasional Endermite. I'm down with that. I'm down with that name. He seems like a Mark to me. Okay. Part of me says that he needs something. What does he need? I don't know. He actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure that he needs anything at all. I think we're ready. I think we're prepared this time. I think we are going to stack up. Like I think where I went wrong was I think his body needed to be about twice as tall than I made it. I think his body should have been quite a bit longer. He looks kind of like a stunted Enderman, if I were to guess. Had a little too much coffee when he was a child, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. So yeah, I think he looks a little short to me. But other than that, I mean, he looks more or less like an Enderman. So I think we're good. We're going to let our time expire here. The clock is down to just under 4 minutes anyway. So we'll let that time, you know, maybe could we, you know, we could put a little texture in his arms. That's what we can do. That's what we'll use this time for. Is we're just gonna texture up his arms a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we'll give him like a fingernail. Yeah, that'll make him extra creepy. Yeah, there you go. Now he's got a fingernail. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but changes it. That's for sure. Go like that. We'll go like that. Grass block in one of his hands. Just one block. Okay, I like that. Let's try. Let's see what we can pull off here. So we've got the grass block. We got the dirt. Let's try this. How would we make this work? Can't really make it. not sure. Just a single 1x1 grass block. I see. All right. So we'll just do it like that. All right. So what we got to do then is we got to curl this around it so he's grabbing it. Let's see. We'll go like this. There, how's that? Yeah, I like it. Make that one a black block, though. Yeah, there we go. Now he's very Enderman. He's got that single block going there. And I think we are coming up on time. What do we got here? Minute and a half. Minute and a half, guys. We're almost there. All right. All right, so here. Now, while we got a minute to kill here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to read the saga from Enderman. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get to the beginning. So it all started one day. RCSO Craft, me, was wandering through the end when he still had his kidneys, searching for elytras, when all of a sudden he fell in the void. But he didn't die. He ate a chorus fruit right before he died. He was then teleported to a place that looked like the end, but it wasn't quite right. All of the textures were distorted, and he had something virus-looking spreading from his mouth. Someone who goes by V approached him and told him, "We are us, you are we." Then he suddenly woke up. The virus was still spreading, reaching his throat, but the most weird thing was that he was not in his world anymore. He was in a world with other players, Snake, Ghost Hunter, and some other players. He started exploring and becoming so rich that he could buy anything, but while that was happening, weird stuff started to happen. He started to receive pearls and chorus fruits right when he needed them, and when he was able to pacify Endermans by punching them. I'm able to do it in Minecraft. He has A and H efficiency, autism, and handicap. The new lore part dropped up. And also, in the meantime, he built a doomsday shelter and wrote the Ender Journal. Contains all future updates until 1.21.10. This was back in 2020. And information about V. Sadly, the journal is no, and I'm guessing the word we're missing there is more. Okay, Enderman, that's quite the saga. And that brings us right down to the 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Our timer has expired. Let's go ahead and let's see what our Kidcrafters have come up with, because our build is feeling pretty good. So we'll go ahead and make our way through the tunnel here. There's Kidcrafter number 2 coming to gather us, it looked like. All right, we going your way, Kidcrafter 2? All right, let's go ahead this way. Oh, looks like I was on the right track when I guessed pig, because we've got ourselves a big old pig. At least I think that's a pig. Let's see, has it got the tail? Oh, yeah, that's a pigtail. Oh, look at this. Look up on the roof. We got pigs in a minecart spinning around up on the roof. We've got some combinations of pink and black. And is this a house? Can you go in this? Oh, Kidcrafter, look at it. Oh, you can go in it if you can get around all the pigs. Holy cow, look at the inside. It's 100 beds, pigs, and all sorts of carrots and potatoes. It's a pink bear pig, a better hybrid. I'm with you, Capitan. Had a little bear look from the front there. But yeah, I mean, look at the inside of this one. I didn't even think about building out the inside. I was so worried about the outside on mine. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I got to say, that's some quality work from Kidcrafter number 2 here. Except I can't get out around. There we go. Sammy gives it an 8 out of 10. Capitan gives it an 8 out of 10. All right, Kidcrafter 2, nicely done with the pig statue that you did in the end turn into a house. Kidcrafter 2, yep. All right, let's head across the way here. Kidcrafter 1 built us an copper golem. Oh, somebody was asking me to build one of these, and wow, what is all this? Kidcrafter 1, what is the copper golem throwing up? Like, I'm not familiar with this. Oh, is that the chest? No, now I get it. It's the copper golem opening the chest. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. He built the entire chest to go along with the golem. So this is the copper golem organizing the chest. Oh my gosh, look at the detail. Nicely done, Kidcrafter 1. Look at that. He's got emeralds in his hand, putting the emeralds into the chest. The whole copper chest, the copper golem, the antenna. Wow. Chat, what do we think? What's the rating on the copper golem? Ooh, Sammy comes in with a 10 out of 10 on this one. All right. Well, let's make our way back. We've got 10 out of 10. We got a 9 out of 10 for the chest. And another 9 out of 10. So, yeah, we got 1 10 and 2 9s there for Kidcrafter number 1, who takes the lead. And now let's head on over here to the Dadcrafter. All right, and then here we go. We've got the Dadcrafter, where we built this fantastic Enderman, complete with his 1 block of dirt. I can hear laughter coming from the other room, so apparently they think the Enderman looks just as cool as I do. Perfectly built, eh, kids? Mark is a solid 8 out of 10. You can see him from inside the house, Kidcrafter 2 just said. Yeah, you sure can. See, that's the upside of not having walls or a complete roof. Oh, should have put it inside the house. Yeah, I guess I probably could have put it inside the house. Yep. Enderman, I believe I shared that information in a prior live stream, and I would love to challenge you to go back and watch all my live streams to find the answer to that question. But if it helps, I grew up in the Midwest. But this is my Enderman, and we've got an 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, and a 9 out of 10. And I think that means Kidcrafter number 1 with a, what is that, a 28 out of 30 is going to take the win on challenge number 2. Nicely done, Kidcrafter 1 on the mob statue challenge, and Kidcrafter 2 on the house challenge. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like from way up in the air, because we've got a little divider here to divide our areas, and we've got the Kidcrafter number 2 with the pink house, the pink house and the pig house, and then we had Kidcrafter number 1 with the copper golem, as well as the flat house with the redstone door, and then of course we got the Dadcrafter with the Dadcrafter copper mansion and the Enderman statue. So we've got a couple cool things built here already, and I think this is something that the 3 of us will try to do from time to time when we've got a little bit of time free in our days. But for today, I think that's going to about do it. I don't think we have time for another challenge, but Kidcrafter number 1 or 2, is there anything else here on this world you wanted to show off? Looks like Kidcrafter number 1 is showing you that the roof here is built as a little bit of a boat challenge, if you will, because they did not make the challenge. So let me see here. I think what you're supposed to try to do is boat across this. Is that what I picked up here? Let's go ahead and see here. Where would I find a boat in this? Oh yeah, here we go. There is a search. All right, let's go ahead and let's try this out. Boat racing along the roof. Oh gosh, yeah, I can already. Okay, that's harder than it looked. All right, hang on. Oh shoot, just flying is harder than it looks apparently. All right, I got to try this now. See if we can't get across here in a boat. Oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm not sure if making it was such a prize, but I made it. All right, let's see. Can you press T, type /attribute @s Minecraft? Enderman, that's a lot to type in. What can you tell me what it's gonna do if I type that? I always like to know what it is that I'm doing here. And then also I like to know how would I undo it if I don't like what it does. Makes you a pixel tall and wide. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. Oh, and very fast. No, I'm not. That's not really what I want to do right now. That's why I asked though, because then I have, the opportunity to say no. Well, let's take one last look here at our copper house. We'll get that finished up at some point. I don't know. Maybe that'll be another challenge some days, like, continuing the houses. But I am far more proud of my Enderman statue. Mark here is quite the wonder to behold. Built in less than a half an hour. And I will say, Enderman, his liver is intact. Although you never saw it, it was in there, I promise. But if you enjoy seeing seeing livers torn from Enderman and all sorts of other chest cavity chaos, be sure to tune in to the chest cavity series. It is now live up through episode number, I think, 13 on the live stream. I think I just posted number 7 on the remixes. So if you want to check those out, be sure to go ahead, give the channel a like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I'll try to find my way back with another live stream here. I think we're getting close to ready to put a bow on the chest cavity, as sad as I am. So we may have to do an episode here soon where we just walk through like what we've learned and how that whole thing works. But it's starting to be time to think about what our next challenge might be. So going to talk to the kids and find out what they want me to work on, and we'll get another challenge in the books here. And from the Kidcrafters number 1 and number 2, I am the Dadcrafter, and we will all catch you on the next episode.